What's going on? It's your boy Rhino, Sweet Soul Gaming, and getting off your chest. This is keeping up with the meta. First off, man, these were my week 2 predictions. Only got one wrong, but actually everything is almost wrong. You can't predict the scores. You can predict who wins, but you can't predict the scores. How the outcome of the game is going to be. So first off, we have Vancouver Titans versus Florida Mayhem. They got swept by Florida, and I have a little bit more I want to talk about on today's episode. And let's just say May 13th was a crazy day for Overwatch. 3-1 against the Houston Outlaws, and justice was served against Atlanta. Got a little bit more context I want to talk about on that story. Also, London Spitfire is an underrated team. They beat Boston 3-1. Dallas Fuel beat the Gladiators 3-2. New York Excelsior beat the Titans 3-1. This was a new toilet bowl. This was a bad game. Yes, I was one of the people who predicted Houston Outlaws to beat Florida Mayhem 3-2. A little bit more I want to talk about with the Houston Outlaws. But yeah, big whoop. Ain't nobody special. San Francisco Shock beats New York Excelsior 3-1. And Toronto sweeps Paris Eternal. And Paris Eternal is going to be connected with Vancouver Titans because these two teams made some questionable moves. But now on to my week 3 predictions for the West. I have Washington winning 3-0. I have Florida Mayhem winning 3-1. And Toronto 3. And Dallas, I have Dallas winning 3-1. And I'm not too sure about this London Spitfire versus Houston Outlaws, but it's going to be a good matchup. But I think I'm going to go do this. I think I'm going to say London beats them 3-2. And Shock, I think they'll 3-1 them. Yeah. And Toronto and Boston. I think it's going to be a five-match special, and I think Toronto comes out on top. This should be an easy layup for Atlanta. Paris Eternal and Dallas Fuel should be a layup for Dallas. And now Washington Justice versus Boston. Now this is going to be a good matchup too. But I'm going to have Washington 3. I'm gonna say 3-1. I don't think it's gonna go 5 matches with Washington. Washington looked good this week. Depending on this outcome, if they 3-0 Paris Eternal, then I think they'll 3-1 Boston. But those are my picks. Lock them in. So as you can see, that a lot of my picks on Overwatch are unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what the score is going to be and how the outcome is going to be. But other than that, I got 3 topics I want to talk about. First off, first order of business. Today was the first day that the East Coast got to start their opening week, and for these next 2 weeks, they'll be playing all of their games and getting ready for the play-in tournament for the Kickoff Clash. And second thing I want to get out the way, May 13th was a crazy day for it to be a Friday 13th in the league.
3 grand finals match. Look, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a personal question. Let's say you're an Overwatch League player, right? And you are getting ready for the season, you're getting geared up, and then you get dropped like a week before the season starts because they found a better player. How would you feel then if you got the opportunity to play against the team that did that to you?
Right, so that's kind of the situation you're talking about with Mirror.
First off, let's talk about Vancouver Titans and their transaction. They on that Friday they signed Mirror, who used to play for Florida Mayhem, and they stuck him in that same game against his old team, and only thing I'm gonna say, he has no. Don't get me wrong. Mirror is a talented player, man. He's a talented pro athlete, and he can play any role. He's shown that.
Gets involved, and that might be, False having to get away back to spawn. Checkmate. Oh, still not the stick. This is a full-scale route. This is about.
This is what I want. I mean, this is one of the more one-sided games we've had in Overwatch League, right? I mean, someone is on top of their spawn currently.
Someone's in a very annoying position. Obviously, he drops down and can just jump straight back up.
This is not a position the defensive Winston usually takes.
No, this is molecular deconstruction, Matthew.
I mean, forces the supports right back into the spawn. I mean, look at this. They can't get out of the door.
Well, hopefully we get to see Vancouver Titans play some Overwatch later this week, but for now it's really been the Florida Mayhem doing a great job of nullifying every threat possible. False doesn't even make it to the point. Hits a wall in a big way. Hydron's going to be able to find that tactical visor, and thank God I'm not paid by the hour, Matthew. That's all I'm going to say. The Florida Mayhem with the defensive hold here.
However, no matter how talented you are, you cannot stick a player into a team that he has no chemistry with, no rapport, and no practice with, and expect the team not to get swept 3-0 by Florida Mayhem. And that's exactly what happened on Friday. Vancouver Titans looked so lost, and the whole dynamic of the team, nothing could get done. They couldn't win any team fights. They looked lost. It was bad. It was hard to watch. And you really got to call out the Vancouver GMs, man, and that whole organization. Like, how do you let your talent run away from you like that? Anyway, we have the second topic, and that's the San Francisco Shock. Yeah, it's a roster full of rookies, man. It's only one veteran on the team, and that's Violet, and he's playing flex support. He's playing Lucio. He dabbled a little bit of Lucio last year when FD God. I loved FD God. I don't care, man. I'm gonna call last year's squad, 2021 squad, the B squad, man. I still love them. It was so scrappy. And young players just transitioning to another team. But all right, back to the subject. They're dominating the lead. You have Finn. Finn is looking nice with the Ana, distributing nanos and this flawless healing right now. And he's looking like a rookie of the year candidate with them sleeps, man. Powerful sleeps. And then he got Kalug. Kalug is looking like a solid tank, man. I'm not too sure about his playstyle. He's a little bit too aggressive at times, but he always makes his adjustments. He has a nice story behind him that we might dig deep into. Another thing is they have 3 new DPSs. They have Proper is so clean, and he's looking like a rookie of the year candidate. I think the London Spitfire game, they ran 2 people at him because he was just popping. His tracer is clean. The way he plays is just clean, man. And you would just fall in love with how proper and clean he is, man. Like, the sticks is like automatic. It's like perfect. What else? You have Kilo, man. Kilo is looking nice with the hit scan snipers, like Widowmaker. And you have Sam with the Genji, man. Sam is looking nice with the Genji. Other than that, man, they're looking dominant. You gotta believe in the power of Krusty. Krusty got them boys playing again, and they are really a dangerous team, and I am excited to watch them tomorrow. And I'm just excited to watch them, how they perform this season. Next up, we have the Doomfist meta. And this all starts with Houston, week 1 against Dallas. They switched Dante from damage to the tank role to play Doomfist. And it looked like he was about to revolutionize the role of Doomfist. He was looking really good, crisp, seismic slams. I mean, the rise of the uppercut is gone, but he was looking good, man. He was looking like that was his hero, and this was his role. He found a place in Overwatch, and And then they play Toronto. Yes, I did forget about Paris transaction. NAGA has been cut. That's it. Sad. Then they played Paris Internal and it went 5. We went the distance and they lost. And right then and there I said, they figured them out. They were stopping Dante. They was throwing a lot of biotic grenades and then they were just ganging up on them. And once you kill a tank in Overwatch, man, your team fight is pretty much won for your opponent once they kill your tank now. Another thing is, it's starting to affect Atlanta. Atlanta uses the Doomfist too, and they have Hawk. My thing is that the difference between Hawk and Dante is Dante only plays Doomfist as an op tank, and either two things is going to happen with Houston. Piggy is going to have to step up into that main tank role because he lost 2 maps for him, or Dante is going to have to learn Diva or Zara, other off tank heroes. Also, where the hell is Gator for in Atlanta, man? I mean, we know Hawk can play other off tanks, but I would love to see Gator back. See what he does. It's been 3 games and Gator is not here. Like, the Atlanta Reign got served justice by Washington on May 13th, and that's to conclude the crazy day. Because Atlanta Reign looked so dominant from the jump. They went 2-0, and it looked like that team was just clicking on all cylinders. And that one game last week, and they just looked lost. Like they didn't know what to do, or they just gave up. They just lay down. But the Doomfist meta is not looking like it's the good thing. Dante's going to have to learn something new, because Dante can learn any hero. I've seen him with my own 2 eyes, how good this dude is. And it's sad because his whole career, Overwatch career, is him being a goddamn experiment, and he's not. Oh, it's sad. I was really feeling for him in week 1 when they whipped Dallas. Like, he finally found his role, but I don't know. We'll see more in the future. Other than that, it's your boy Rhino, and I'm signing off until my next upload. You can find me on the Get It Off Your Chest podcast. I am one of the co-hosts. Also, you can find me on Sweet Cell Gaming. I will be back until the next upload. It's your boy Rhino, keeping up with the meta. Peace. Go Shock.